guys, what's up? I'm coming back to you with a new video, and today it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm going to be talking about something that occurred in my life. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Okay, so I have like a bunch of story time, so this is a story time video, by the way. This story time video is going to be about, as you can see from the title, the time I snuck out. Yes, I have snuck out like a normal teenager would, I guess. But some other story times that if you want to hear about, please leave a comment down below. I have a catfish story. That story is hilarious. And I have another story. I ran from the cops because of weed. I do not smoke weed, but that's another story. So if you want to hear about those two stories, leave a comment down below. So this was around this time of the year. Actually, it was like Easter. I know it was Easter Sunday. What year was it? I'm trying to remember what year. I think it was my 10th grade year. I'm a senior now, but it was my 10th grade year. It was like, almost the end of second semester. Well, yeah, because it was like the end of March. Well, it was the end of April. No, something around that time. It was either the end of April or the beginning of April or the end of March. So it was around that time. But I know it was after my birthday, because my birthday is March 26th, if you didn't know. My birthday is March 26th, and yeah, I just ate something green. That's what's on my tongue. But yeah, so before I even snuck out, we're going to talk about another situation before that situation. So, 9th and 10th grade year, my parents are really hard on me about like getting good grades and everything, because I was a bad child. Like, I really was. Like, I did anything I wanted to. Not like sexual or anything, but I did like, I wasn't horrible, like, but I didn't listen very well. I had a bad attitude. So yeah, leading up to the situation, I had like, I was on a dance team, and we would have practice late at night, so sometimes I couldn't really study for my test, and when I got home I was really tired, so I would just go to sleep and not even study for my test or even do my homework. So you know what that means? Bad grade. So I got like a bad grade in science, or it was something. It was either science or math, something like that. And it was on my progress report, not report card, but my progress report, I had like a D, I think. It was either a D or a C. And I never really made D's like talking about. But I made a D on my progress report. So, what did they do? They took my phone. So they took my phone because I made a bad grade on my progress report. But guess what? The reason why they really took my phone wasn't because of the bad grade. It was because I lied and told my daddy that I didn't get the progress report. They didn't mail it out because I had overdue fees at my school. And if you are on the fee list, the past fee list, whatever, at your school, well, at my school, you don't get your progress report in the mail. Like, they're not going to send it to you because you owe money, basically. So if you owe money, they're not going to send you your progress report. So they did send my progress report, but I lied and said they didn't send my progress report. And I put it at the top of my closet. Like, my daddy was with his friends or something, and in the living room. So I went outside, got my progress report, and I put it in the top of my closet, because I'm like, I'm not about to get in trouble. The next day I was about to go to practice and have fun with my teammates, and I thought I wasn't gonna get in trouble. I thought I wasn't gonna get caught. So, me thinking I'm not going to get cut, the next day, I don't know how my daddy knew that my progress report was in the mailbox. Because how would you check the mailbox and don't get nothing out the mailbox? Because everything was still in the mailbox when I went outside to go get it. But somehow he knew. So, the next day, I came home. I was like, dang, I'm about to go to practice, put my practice clothes on and go to practice. So, I went in my room, started changing or whatever into my practice clothes. My daddy called me into the room and he said, where your progress report? This is my face. Literally. So, I was like, in my head, I was like, what should I say? What should I say? What should I say? I didn't know what to say. So, I said, dang, it's in the top of my closet. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to take my L. It's in the top of my closet. And he said, why did you lie to me? Why did you say that you was on a mailing list and your progress report wasn't coming in? And I was like, because this is why. So I gave it to him, and I had a D on it. So he was like, you know what? You're not going to practice. You know what? You're not going to practice. You're not on the team anymore. And I'm taking your phone. So right when he said taking my phone, I was just done. I was just like, okay, take the phone here. Take the phone. And I just started crying. I think I started crying. I don't even know. But that was that situation. So after he took my phone, I stopped talking. I didn't have my phone to even get on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I don't think Snapchat was not popping yet. But I didn't have my phone to get on no social media. So I was just chilling in my room, watching TV, doing homework. So in the process of me not having my phone, I ended up getting my iPod. I had an iPod Touch. It was like the first one that ever came out. And I was like, oh my God, I can get the text-free app and I can talk to whoever I want to. Duh. So I was like, yes, like, I'm about to be back with it, about to be back on Instagram, about to be back on Twitter. Yeah. So I get the iPod Touch on my thing, charged it up, typing in my stuff, getting on Instagram and all that. I'm like, yeah, I'm back. I still couldn't go nowhere, by the way. But I was still at home on Instagram, and Twitter, But, even though I still couldn't go nowhere, I had a phone. So, when I did have my real phone, before all of that had happened, I was texting someone. We're going to call him Tommy. I was texting Tommy, and he was a boy that I really, really, really liked. Like, we were on a verge of kind of like about to get together. Then I got my phone took. So, yeah. And then my phone took. So I had to stop talking to him until I got my newer phone, my iPod Touch. And I knew his number by heart randomly. Not randomly. I knew his number by heart, and I knew my best friend's number by heart. And my best friend sent all of her contacts to my iPod Touch. So then because we were best friends, like we all talked to the same people. So I texted, I just started texting how I used to text on my iPhone. And plus I was texting Tommy. So, fast forward, it was like 3 months later. I still didn't have my phone, but I had my new phone. So, I was texting Tommy. It was Easter. And I'll never forget. It was Easter Sunday. Or maybe it was the day after Easter. I think it was Easter. Yeah, because we just had got back from my papa's house. Because we have Easter at my papa's house sometimes. So when we got home, it was like 9, 10-ish. Yeah, it was like 9 or 10, something like that. And I was just talking to Tommy, we just talking, texting, whatever. So then I was like, I miss you. And then he was like, I miss you too. Like, because I don't have my phone. Like, we used to see each other all the time. But now we just stopped seeing each other. So it was kind of hard for me to not talk to him or see him anymore. So I decided, I was like, you know what? It's about 10, almost 11 o'clock. Parents are sleeping. I'm going to leave. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave. And by the way, he was in my area when we were texting. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I could just go talk to him. Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, right? So we texting or whatever. And we both was like, we should see each other. So he was at a party or something. He was at some kind of party. So I was just like, okay, when you're done with partying or whatever, there's a house. I live in a neighborhood. It's 2 houses and then my house. The first house was for sale and nobody was in it at the time. So I was like, he can park his car right there. Then I can just go outside and get in the car, you know. Yeah. So I was like, you know what, Tommy, I think you should come over here, but don't come in my driveway, because then my parents are going to wake up. You should just park at the other house, the for sale house, and then I'll just walk outside, and you know, yeah, boom, then we can see each other. So Tom was like, yeah, that's a good idea, that's a good idea. And then he was like, be your parents sleeping? Make sure your parents are sleeping and make sure nothing's going on. You know, I don't want you to get in any more trouble, this and that. So I was like, yeah, my parents are asleep, nothing's like I'm just going to come outside and then, yeah. So, this story is a mess. So then, I was contemplating, and I was like, dude, should I really do this? Because if I get caught, I am going to get in trouble so much. Like, my life is literally going to be over until I'm 20 years old. That's what I was thinking. But, okay, so I was like, you know what? Should I go out the window? I was like, no, I'm not about to do that. That makes a girl looks disgusting when they jump out of a window to go see a dude. Like, no. So I was like, should I go out the front door? Should I go out the back door? Like, what should I do? Like, I have to be super quiet so my parents do not hear me leaving. So, I have a dog, and my dog barks. If he hears one sound at night, he will start barking. So, I ended up, oh yeah, this was very stupid. I ended up taking my dog outside with me, and then I waited at the house, but Tommy was taking so long, I had went back inside because he was taking so long, and it was cold during that time, and I just had a jacket on, and it was freezing cold outside. So I was like, nah, I'm not about to stand outside no more. I went back inside. As soon as I went back inside, he texted my phone and said he outside. So I just waited 10 minutes for you to come, and now you outside. Like, what? Like, if I get caught going back outside, like, we finna fight for real. So I was like, okay, wait, I'm coming. I said, wait. I said, wait in your car. I'm coming to the house. Why this nigga got out the car, started walking. And when I tell you my dog hears everything, my dog heard him literally walking to that's how dumb Tommy is. Like, what? My dog heard him walking towards my house. So then my dumb tail opened the door and I started walking outside, my dog heard my footsteps walking outside. So I was like, dang, so let me just hurry up and close it. Soon as I closed the door, my soon as I closed the door, my dad seen me close the door. And then so I hurried up and went back inside because I seen his shadow. Like, I just seen his shadow as I was walking outside. So I was like, dude, no. So I hurried up, closed the door, went back inside. And then me and my dad kind of met at the same time. So I'm walking towards back to my room, and me and my dad met. And then I was just like this. And then he was like, why were you outside? And I said, oh, I was just getting some air. How stupid can I be? I said, I was just getting some air. Really? When do I ever say that? Like, I could have said something. My friend lives across the street. I could have said, oh, my friend, I was going to my friend's house. I really could have said that, and I really could have not gotten in trouble. But, yeah, I was in the moment, like, who knows. So then, my dad went to the front door, opened the door, and he seen him outside. That was the worst thing of my life. As soon as my dad opened the door, I was like, oh my God, he's really about to see Tommy. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I was so scared. Like, my heart dropped out of my butt. I was so scared. And then I got caught. And that's how I got caught. Sneaking out. Don't ever sneak out in your life. That was my first and last time doing it, because that's very stupid. You shouldn't even have to sneak out for someone. But I was at a young age. I was like 15. And now I'm about to be 18. But yeah, don't ever sneak out, because it's very stupid. It is. Now that I look back at it, like, it's not worth it at all. So yeah. So my dad went outside and he seen Tommy, and then he had said, he was like, who are you? Like, literally, he was like, what's your name? And then he was like, Tommy. I almost said his name. He was like, Tommy. And then Tommy was on the phone. I don't even know who he was talking to. He was so freaking scared. So Tommy was like, he said Tommy's name. So then my dad was like, why would you even come here late at night when you know, Taylor, it's like 11 o'clock and you coming late at night? You know you're not allowed here, right? And then Tommy actually came to my house before, and he had met my dad one time. Like, we were actually kind of serious, not too serious, but, you know, like, getting to know each other or whatever. And he had actually came to my house one time, another time. Like, this is his second time. But the second time he kind of wasn't invited the correct way. But yeah. And Tom was like, yes sir, yes sir. Like, he just kept saying yes sir, yes sir. And then my dad just closed it on him. And I guess he left. I didn't even see him leave, because, you know, his truck was all the way down there, so he had to walk all the way back down there. So yeah. So when Tommy left, I was like, oh no, like, I was crying. I was saying, I'm sorry, like, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean this to happen. When I really kind of did, but I thought I was going to get caught. So yeah, that was the worst day ever. But you live and you learn. So yeah, that's basically the end of this story time. If you like these kind of videos, please let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, love you guys. Bye.